Give me a job. There isn't anybody better. Give me a job. I want to be professional like you.
Workaholics!
Good evening and welcome to this special edition of Workaholics! You remember the pronunciation, the man, quello che non sta bene, va, Can we try again? Workaholics! Thank you. We have 3 contestants here, 3 Italian contestants, and they have the wonderful, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a real dream job!
Job!
Yeah, thanks. Anyway, now to present our contestants. First of all, we have from Pavia, Milva Tozzi.
Yay!
She's a hairdresser, but she lists her hobbies as cooking.
Un taglio, una piega per soli 50 euro se venite dalla Milva.
Yeah, very good. And then we have from, I don't understand where he's from, but his name is Stefano, and he likes to play gioco biliardi, whatever that is. Okay. And then we have from Naples, our pizzaiolo. Here he is, the one and only Paulo Smitho.
Ciao.
And he likes playing football.
Forza Napoli.
Paulo Smitho. So, without further ado, let's go to the first round. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I think you're forgetting someone.
Okay, Paulo, Milva, Stefano. No, I don't think so.
John, what about me? I'm part of this too.
But you're just keeping the score. Nobody cares, do they really?
John, I just want to be recognized, okay?
All right, what's your name?
John, we were together for 3 months. How could you not remember my name? You met my parents.
Are you sure?
My name is Christy, okay?
Have you changed your hair? Have you lost weight? Was I in a coma? I don't, you know what I mean? All right, what's your name?
Christy, John.
And for anyone who cares, the person who's just keeping the score, by the way, her name is Christy. All right, calm down.
Mommy.
So, can I continue now? Thank you. So, the first round is about getting a job. Now, getting a job can be very, very difficult. What I want to know is how well did you watch the first episodes of Speak Now for Work? I'll also be testing their knowledge, because I suppose they're all ready, okay? Question number 1. Are we ready? The first question is a picture question. Let's all look at this CV. Okay, so what's wrong with this CV? Paulo?
That's a difficult one. Is it too long? Too short?
No, it looks fine to me, all on one page.
It must be the font then. It's I can't read it.
Well, that's because it's on the screen.
Okay, well, what does it say?
It doesn't matter what it says. What's wrong with it? Stefano, what do you think?
It's
Okay, not a good start. Milva?
Well, it's the photo. You shouldn't put the photo on your CV.
Why not?
Well, it is a very well-known fact that most of HR personnel are women. So if you are a woman, or especially what is technically called bocconcino, you have no chance. It has always been my problem.
What in God's name is a bocconcino?
Bocconcino, una bella donna, no?
What, like you?
Yes.
So if I dress like Moira Orfei, I'm a bocconcino. Sorry, but doesn't she look like the woman in the circus? Don't you think?
Totally a bocconcino.
Grazie, bella
You're so
Gioia, sei
welcome.
tanto bello sta ragazzo.
You're a bocconcino.
Okay, look, okay. Look, this thing about discrimination is a real problem because sometimes you apply for a job and if you don't get the job, you can actually claim discrimination also on the basis of a photograph.
Really?
Yeah. For example, once upon a time, I made an application to a chemist's. Now, as you may or may not know, most of the people who work in a chemist's are women. And the employer was a man who did not want to know about other men. He wanted the women all for himself.
So you don't think that the fact you didn't get the job, you don't think maybe it had something to do with the fact that you weren't qualified?
Oh, no way. Come on. I sent in the CV with my photo and I just looked so good. I looked so sexy. And, well, I'd just had my hair done and...
Where?
Well, local hairdresser.
Listen. The fact remains that you weren't qualified. All right, that's.
Another jealous man.
Look, one time, let me tell you something. I had one picture on my resume, and every single time I had my picture on the resume, I got the job. So that must mean that I had a beautiful picture, right? Well, I was sitting on a horse in the picture, but I don't have the horse anymore because the horse died. Oh, sorry.
Was that necessary?
No, sorry.
Have you finished?
Okay.
Moving on. Now, the next round is about the covering letter. Paulo, do you know what a covering letter is?
Do I look like someone who doesn't know what a covering letter is?
Yeah, you do. That's why I asked you.
No, listen, look, a covering letter originally was a letter which people, composed and put the CV or the resume inside the covering letter. On the covering letter was written a brief description of who you are to entice the future employer to look at the CV.
You're talking about pre-internet now, right?
Yeah, okay, obviously.
So the original covering letter.
Okay, well...
Because people used to send their CVs in actual envelopes. Do you remember
That's
that?
right.
Do you remember?
Okay, they're in
Envelopes.
envelopes.
No, do you remember that?
But, Chuck, times change. And today what we're doing, we're looking at emails. So the covering letter of today is just a short paragraph which accompanies the email.
And what should be in that paragraph? I mean, why is that paragraph in the email? Why is that important?
Well, the idea is to attract the potential employer to your CV.
Excellent. That's absolutely right. But you don't get any points because that wasn't the question. I just asked you if you knew what a covering letter was. So don't give him any points. There's no one got any points. Nobody's got any points yet anyway. So, the question. Milva,
Yes.
what will you put in your covering letter?
I will put, hey guys, you have to see my CV, believe it. I am your dream girl, only I can do the job.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of being too formal, but I also think that you can be too informal. Stefano, what are you going to put in your covering letter?
Cos'è sta cotoletta?
Okay, let's go straight on. Let's go straight on to Paulo. What are you going to put in your covering letter? Paulo.
Well, I put, for example, attractive, intelligent, witty, urbane.
Urbane, like
Yes.
the metro. Sorry.
Pulchritudinous, and, well, what more could you ask for?
I don't know.
I think he should get 10 points just for the word pulchritudinous, which I can't even say. Right, so go. No, it's Paulo. Was that necessary? That wasn't really. Anyway, you should be impartial, okay? You're putting the points up. You should be impartial. You shouldn't be supporting him.
You're just jealous, John.
I miei punti di prima.
Oh, okay.
Grazie.
Yeah. She only remembers the men, right? Remember that next time, you know, the big reception. So, the next question.
Posso andare in bagno?
Sorry?
Posso andare in bagno?
Yeah, can you be quick, please? It's that way. Okay. While we're waiting for our friend, don't forget to flush the chain. While we're waiting for our friend, we'll go to the next round, okay?
Yes.
Or shall we wait for him to come back?
Maybe I could sing a song.
Dai.
Absolutely not. Right, just the two of you. Forget the other guy, okay? Listen, right, listen. You're 10 points each, okay? That means you're neck and neck, okay? Here we go. Why should you never lie about your age on your CV? Paulo.
Because your employer will think you are vain.
Stupid answer. No. Milva.
Ma perché ti sgameranno and nobody wants to employ a liar.
But why should they catch you out?
Beh, because to work there you will have to give them your documents or not.
10 more points for Milva.
L'anno scorso ho mentito sulla mia età. Ho detto che avevo 21 anni. Ho tolto solo un anno e non se ne è accorto nessuno. Niente.
Così, bravo.
I don't believe this. And you're encouraging it. You're encouraging lying on national TV. Well done, eh? I should take the points off. If I had to chalk, I would. All right, just know that.
I won't give him the chalk. Don't worry. It's
Anyway, Milva, for some incredulous reason, is racing in the lead now with 20 points.
Trufo! 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 Trufo.
Yeah. Anyway, so now we get to the part, how well were you watching, okay? In the beautifully written Man at Work, our director tells our hero, Andrea, not to put his hobby on his CV. Why? Let's watch.
Ok. Allora, name, address, telephone number, email.
And hobby?
Oh yes, my hobby. I like to swim.
I know, baby.
Stop!
Cosa?
So, there you have it. And the question is, why did our director tell our hero, Andrea, not to put his hobby on his CV? Paulo.
What?
I'm not asking the question again.
Do you know something? You're in the paper today. You're in the paper.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that. We're talking about our director and the sketch. Thank you very much. Can you give me that? Jesus. Milva.
Okay. It had nothing to do with the job in the bank. If he was a swimming champion, okay, there would be something to mention because it shows dedication and discipline. If he was in a swimming team, great. This shows that he has experience of teamwork. But to say, I like swimming, ma no, ma dai, ma chi se ne frega,
She's a goddess. That's another 10 points. Now, the most important part of the show. The people that give us money. A quick message from our sponsor. Watch that. Don't read.
Ciao amici di Speak Now for Work da Andrea Sambucco
E Cristi Peruso.
Quanto è difficile oggi scrivere un buon curriculum e farsi assumere?
Non è vero, io per essere qui non ho scritto nessun curriculum.
Benissimo, e oggi abbiamo i prodotti che fanno per voi. Volete imparare a scrivere un ottimo e dettagliato curriculum anche se avete poco da dire? Tranquilli!
Scrivete con un carattere più grande.
No, iscrivetevi al corso Grandi Curriculum. Sigla!
Mondial World.
Scrivere curriculum non è mai stato così facile.
Basta inventare.
Beh, noi lo chiamiamo curriculum creativo. Ti piace cantare sotto la doccia e sei completamente stonato? Scrivi ho l'hobby del canto. Ti arrampichi sugli scaffali del supermercato per prendere i prodotti? Scrivi ho l'hobby del free climbing. In inglese sai solo dire high, scrivi English level high. Tutti penseranno che intendevi dire alto e invece tu sai solo dire high. What do you think?
I think you're an idiot.
Great! E noi di Grandi Curriculum ti offriamo inoltre il nuovo servizio Tutor Curriculum. Pensa già al curriculum di tuo figlio. Un tutor lo affiancherà dalla nascita ai 40 anni per redigere passo passo un curriculum dettagliato. E verso i 50 anni tuo figlio sarà pronto per entrare nel mondo del lavoro e volare con le sue stesse ali. E in più ti insegneremo a compilare i curriculum a seconda del periodo dell'anno.
Estate. Natale.
E sotto Carnevale non perderti i nostri curriculum scherzosi! Noi di Grandi Curriculum ti insegneremo come convincere il tuo datore di lavoro ad assumerti.
E se non ti assume, lo chiamiamo direttamente noi.
Assumi tutti o morirai.
E se hai perso 1 o più anni scolastici, ti spiegheremo come fare per recuperarli, studiando, vero Cristi?
Sì, oppure noi ti vendiamo un diploma falso.
Bene, stop alle telefonate! Stop alle telefonate. Quante telefonate?
Nessuno?
Come nessuna. Perché?
Perché i tuoi prodotti fanno schifo.
Io ho capito, ma una telefonata la farete, dai, braccine corte. Allora, voglio esagerare, con l'iscrizione al corso Grandi Curriculum, in più vi diamo a soli 100 euro, un abito firmato che mica andrete in giro così, straccioni, poi una macchina per fare gli addominali, un aspirapolvere, una mountain bike senza cambio.
Ma che cosa c'entra?
Non lo so, ma allora, i primi 10 che telefoneranno darò anche un set di pentole in ferro battuto di mia zia e un materasso di mia nonna. Ha fatto la seconda guerra mondiale, ha fatto. Comprate qualcosa. Perché
It's
non comprate
ok,
niente?
non ti preoccupare, dai, vieni qua, ti faccio una camomilla.
No.
Ti porto la pappa.
Sì, portami la pappa.
Ok, vieni qua.
Non volevo farlo sto lavoro.
It's ok.
Mondial World.
And welcome back to WORKAHOLICS! Yes! So,
Ragazzi, il bagno è chiuso,
I'll be with you in a moment. Why don't you deal with that?
Me?
Yes, please.
What do I look like? What kind of... I want a new job.
I don't want to slip on that. So, we have from Pavia our wonderful, beautiful Moira Orfei lookalike, Milva.
Una permanente un colore per 50 euro se venite dalla vostra Milva.
Right? And then we have, freshly back from the toilet, Stefano. Okay? And then we have, from Naples, Paulo Smito.
Allora!
Don't exaggerate. We haven't got half an hour. Hey, you know what, mate? Our producer, he asked me a question about you. And I'm quite interested in the answer myself. You're from Naples, right? Paulo Smito, right? So, what part of Naples are you from exactly?
The bit on the left.
The bit on the left. So if you're Neapolitan, then you should know a lot about cooking, for example.
Cooking! Oh, cooking! La cucina! Allora, cucina! Yeah.
Uh-huh. So you cook, do you? Uh-huh, guaglio. And what's your speciality? May we know?
Pasta.
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay.
Guaio. Yeah.
Closer. All right then, let's get on with it. So, you remember, we are now playing for a real dream.
Dream job.
So now
Job.
we're looking at... Okay, so now we are looking at interviews. A tricky question, che sarebbe difficile domanda, is when they ask you, why did you leave your last job? Now I'm going to ask all of my contestants this important question. So, Stefano,
Che cosa?
your employer would like to know why you left your last job, okay? It's a tricky question. Do you remember what tricky means? Yes, of course you do, right? Okay. Anyway, what are you going to answer?
I have not a job. È per questo che sono qua.
Milva,
Well, I had this question and my last job interview, and so I told them I got sacked because
wait. Sacked vuol dire licenziato in inglese. Fired in American English, okay? Anyway, she's using the English sacked. Vai.
Because I wanted more holidays and I wanted them in August. That's when all my friends go to the seaside in Sardinia.
That is probably the worst answer we've ever had on this show. We've ever had. I mean, it's the first episode.
But it's true. Do you want me to lie?
Paulo, I'm not repeating the question again. Sorry. I'm not repeating the question again. Surely.
Okay.
Why did you leave your last job?
What was the question? No. Okay. Well, the fact is, in my case, I've achieved all of my professional objectives in my current position, and I feel I'm now ready for something bigger. I can't go any further than I have already done. So I'm looking for, how can I say, a new challenge, yeah? A project which can stretch my professional abilities and give me greater satisfaction.
As much as I am reluctant to say this, that was a fantastic answer. 10 points! 10 points. She's kind of... non è proprio imparziale questa ragazza, vero? Yeah, I saw that. You're a married man, I think, are you?
Well, I was.
Okay, he's a comedian, isn't he? Right, now we're getting to a very, very difficult part. Elevator pitch. Ascensore in English is lift. Instead, invece, in American English, it's elevator. Ora, elevator pitch parlatina, sarebbe that 30 seconds that you have with your boss in the lift or elevator. You have 30 seconds to win a promotion, to convince your boss that you're right for the job. Now I'd like to hear from my contestants. You have 30 seconds, and we'll start with Milva.
Okay, Signor Manager, what a nice day is outside, huh? You know, I've seen there is a vacancy available, and there's a vacancy available, and I'd really like that job. I've been working in the accounts department for ages. It's a dead-end job, isn't
Ping!
it?
30 seconds are finished.
But I just started.
Well, no, you can't keep there all day. Where does he work? On the 97th floor. You had 30 seconds. Blah, blah,
I
blah.
need my time.
You mispronounced what did she say? Vacancy?
It's a vacancy
Take
instead
1
of
point off
vacancy.
of that. That's really
Aspetta,
big.
tra l'altro, che bell'accento che hai napoletano.
Oh, è vero. No, I love the Neapolitan accent. Yeah.
It's very
An applause for Paulo's beautifully romantic
Hello.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you have 30 seconds to impress your boss. Stefano, go.
Hello? What's your name? How old are you? 1, 2, 3, the pen is on the table.
Ping! The time is up. I'm not even going to comment on what you said. Last chance. Now for Paulo. 30 seconds. You're with your boss. Go!
Okay, Signor Bianco, you probably don't know me. I'm in procurement. But the assistant manager position that you're looking for, well, I have to say that last year in my department, I saved 30% on costs. So, if you're interested, please call me on my extension 501. Please, don't forget. Ciao.
20 points. You know, I specified a rule at the beginning of this show. If you're going to drink, you do it in your own time. What was all that about?
I am not drinking. It's just that Neapolitan accent. Ah.
Now I'd like to look at a very important point. Strengths, le forze, and your weaknesses, debolezze. I don't advise that you ever only talk about your positive points. It's nice also, it shows honesty, even to admit something where you lack. Dove manca un po', as they say in Naples. So now I would like to ask my 3 contestants what their strengths and weaknesses are. Stefano, what are your strengths?
Cosa?
Milva, what are your strengths?
I would say that my strength is my desire to succeed, to constantly improve, and I'm always looking for ways to do things better and to provide greater customer satisfaction.
And your weakness?
My weakness is that I'm never really satisfied with my performance or performance. Performance. And I always feel I could do better, and that means that I end up working late or during the weekend because I really want to deliver first-class result in whatever I do.
Why are you looking at your hand?
Because I have a class for computer in an hour, and I'm reading the hour.
Well, then take these 10 points with you.
Oh, thank you.
Well done. So, now we have Milva on 39 points. And in the lead, by 1 point, Paulo Smito.
El Matador! Yes!
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was thinking. Anyway, for now, a message from our sponsors.
Aveva capito che incontrando il capo in ascensore poteva ottenere più facilmente una promozione.
Ciao amore. No, sono in ascensore. Sto aspettando il capo che se lo incontro gli sottopongo quel progetto. Vedrai, cambierà la nostra vita. Eccolo, a dopo.
Aveva una fiducia smisurata nelle sue possibilità.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Andrea Sambucco. Volevo sottoporle quel progetto, non so se l'avevo mai accennato.
No, mi dispiace, non so di che cosa sta parlando, veramente.
Non è lei il capo?
No, non sono il capo. Arrivederci.
Voleva incontrare assolutamente il capo. Ed era disposto ad attendere a lungo. Molto a lungo.
Non si preoccupi, chiudo io.
Troppo a lungo. In un luogo che divenne la sua casa. La 4Work Production è lieta di presentare la storia dell'attesa dell'arrivo di un amministratore delegato di cui non si conosce il volto.
Mamma mia, non si sa più come vestirsi, cioè, o caldo o freddo, e poi anche la pioggia che... qualcuno di voi è il capo?
Da parte di un dipendente che azzera la sua vita sociale, costretto a fare gli aperitivi da solo. Con notti sempre più lunghe. E mattine sempre più disperate. con molti problemi da risolvere, alcuni più urgenti di altri, ma anche con tante nuove speranze.
Buongiorno, Herbert Parkton.
Buongiorno.
Ho sentito molto parlare di lei e finalmente ci incontriamo.
Beh sì, non mi sono presentato. Andrea Sambuco, ufficio vendite. Volevo sottoporle un progetto
Scusi,
molto importante.
Ma quindi lei non è il capo?
No, scusi, è lei il capo?
No, quindi lei pensava che... Quindi
Ma sì, ma perché
Arrivederci.
La storia di un uomo disperato, turbato,
Ma perché?
molto turbato, turbatissimo, tormentato dagli incubi più orribili, con una moglie che lo aspetta,
No, cara, non è ancora arrivato il capo. Ma arriverà. Voglio quell'aumento.
la storia di una mente che scivola negli abissi della paranoia più nera.
Se il capo non esistesse, se fosse tutto frutto della mia immaginazione, e se fossi io il capo?
Fino al giorno in cui la follia prende il sopravvento.
È 2 mesi che sto in questo c***o di ascensore e il capo, quello non è ancora salito. Ma mi sai dire tu cosa fa durante il giorno, eh? Mi sai dire dove quello sai dove è?
Sono io il capo.
Ops.
Piacere, Andrea Sambuco, ufficio vendite. Volevo sottoporle questo progetto qui.
Sì, troppo tardi.
Muratelo vivo.
No!
Elevator Activity, nei migliori cinema.
Cara, non aspettarmi per cena.
Quando ti presenti a un colloquio, puoi avere anche un ottimo curriculum, ma la litosi può essere un problema.
Ottimo curriculum. Ma quali sono i suoi hobby?
I miei hobby?
Ma da oggi c'è Fresher Now for Work, le gomme da masticare per avere sempre l'alito fresco.
Buongiorno, la vedo sorridente. E che alito fresco che ha.
È vero, lo ho.
Ho letto il suo curriculum.
Anche io l'ho letto, anche perché l'ho scritto.
Ottimo. Ma quali sono i suoi hobby? Ho detto, quali sono i suoi hobby? Glielo ripeto per l'ultima volta, quali sono i suoi hobby?
Intendo dire i miei passatempi.
Fresher Now for Work, da oggi anche in versione maxi.
Perché ce n'era poche qui dentro.
So, welcome back to WORKAHOLICS, where you can win your real dream job.
Jobs!
Yeah, jobs. So, very quickly, just to remind you, we have from Milan, Stefano. Then we have from Pavia, the beautiful Milva Tozzi.
Hey, come and be blonde for 25 euro this week. Only if you ask for your Milva.
I'm coming.
Good boy.
Then from Naples, Italy, Paulo Smito.
Allora! Come on!
Yeah, allora, yeah.
Take me to Napoli with you.
Can you take this outside,
I've got
maybe? I mean, not long left. All right. So, in the beautifully written, I would dare I say, in the genius episode of Man at Work, our director advises our hero, Andrea, not to talk about his personal problems at work. Why is that? Milva.
Well, I don't know what the director said because I don't watch the show.
You don't watch the show. Speak now for work. You don't watch it.
No,
Why not?
because I think the writing is superficial.
Wrong answer.
Aspetta!
Wrong answer. Paulo.
Well, I actually did see the show, and I thought the writing was versatile, fluid, and extremely, how can I say, unputdownable.
20 points. That's 20 points. Fantastic.
E io?
Listen, he's actually woken up. Look at me. Look at me. Okay, Stefano? Do you really watch Speak Now for Work?
Sempre.
You have 20 points there!
Yeah.
20 points! Well done. So, next question. In the genius, wonderfully entertaining A New Dawn, with our wonderful actresses Sharon Fryer and Louise Kissane, Dawn starts in the cafe, right? And her manager tells her, the first thing you must do is what? Milva.
I didn't see the episode, but I know the answer.
Yeah, well, then I don't care, okay?
I didn't see it, okay, but...
Why not? Was the writing too superficial? Paulo.
Well, actually, I thought the writing was very interesting, you know, fluid, exciting, you know, it really caught my interest.
10 points again! This is amazing! Well done.
Okay. I tell you what, if you want to give me some more points, I can even tell you the answer.
We don't need the answer. We know that you know, but if you insist, vai.
Well, okay, what actually happened was that in that sketch, Sharon arrives at work, she puts her coat on the coat hanger, she ties her hair up in a bun, she washes her hands, and then she's told to carry the plates around on a tray so that she can practice getting used to the weights. That's what she did. That was the first thing.
That's just unbelievable. Another 10 points.
Allora.
Now, the beautiful Marta Zoboli played, do you remember the name of the character?
Martha Zoboli, she played Madame Chantier,
And
if
didn't
I'm
she
not
play-
mistaken.
That's right. And didn't she play it superbly? Yeah. And she was playing with that actor, adequate, Derek or someone, and she actually told him some really good advice. She said, always invite your colleagues out for a drink, you know, at the beginning of a new job. Why would she say that? Paulo!
Well, I mean, if you take your colleagues out for a drink, for example, you take them down the local pub, you see them in a different context, outside of the workplace. They sit down, they have a few drinks, maybe 5 or 6 pints, and then you start laughing, conversing about things which perhaps don't have anything to do with work. But at the end of the day, according to statistics, they say that, you know, a great deal of business is actually takes place in the pub.
Polo, you can take me to the pub whenever you want, okay?
Yeah. You want to see some of my other strengths?
Let's not degenerate anymore. That's another 10 points.
Allora!
You are doing Naples proud today, Paulo.
Why?
You know why? And do you know
Why,
why? And do you know why? Because he watches the show.
Exactly.
And he appreciates it.
I have to say something.
You don't have to say anything. You've had enough, okay? You've had enough to say. Thanks.
Look, I always knew you were vain and touchy.
Permaloso.
But you've gone a little bit too far this time. I think you have the mind, the infantile mind, of a 5-year-old. It's about that small.
If you say I'm infantile one more time, I'm telling my mummy. I think we'd better go to the spot.
Un uomo appassionato di salumi italiani, a cui però non piacevano né il prosciutto cotto né il prosciutto crudo. Lui voleva un altro salume, e lo voleva adesso. Speck Now, nelle migliori salumerie.
Benvenuti amici di Easy to Cook, come vedete oggi ci troviamo a Napoli e vi insegnerò a preparare la vera pizza napoletana in modo semplice e veloce per voi che lavorate e non riuscite ad avere molto tempo a vostra disposizione per preparare questa pizza napoletana. Allora, ingredienti vi servono la farina, l'acqua, il sale, il lievito non può mancare, poi poi la mela, no, sì, allora, la vera pizza napoletana. Sì, poi vi servono un cellulare e un numero di telefono. E la vostra pizza è pronta. Alla prossima amici di Easy to Cook.
Allora, guai io, sta pizza, me la paghi o no?
Sta scherzando, la paga la produzione, se la
Lei deve pagare me. E con lo scontrino, pizza Napoli, 20,50 €.
Ma 20,50 € una pizza?
Certo, cioè i miei costi.
Ma i costi di cosa?
Trasporto, tutto.
Trasporto, ma la pizza napoletana da Napoli è venuto lei, perché è di Napoli?
Più corna di un panare di lumache.
Lei non è di Napoli, mi dimostri che è di Napoli, scusi? Per piacere, ma torni al quiz dove era, per piacere, torni, se ne vada!
So, at the end of the first episode of Workaholics, we have a very interesting situation. We have Milva on 39 points, Stefano on 20 points, and from Villa Literno, provincia di Napoli, Polo Smito on 90 points. But it's going to get a little more difficult, so don't count your chickens. I want to thank you for joining us, so don't miss the next exciting round of Workaholics. But until then, see you next time.
Next time. Workaholics.